Look here students, today we will do the properties of determinants. Here first property is the value of the determinant remains unaltered by interchanging its rows and columns. Unaltered means unchanged. There is no change will be here. If you change the rows and column, there will be no change. So look here, one determinant is given to you, that determinant rows are given and that you change in column, you can check. You get a new determinant and the both determinants are same. So if you change the row to column or column to row, there is no change will be in the determinant. Okay, I think you understand this property. Look here. Here the second property is if two adjacent rows or column of a determinants are interchanged, then the sign of the determinant is changed. Means what you are doing changing? You are changing only the row, two row, first row and second row, or second row or third row, or first row and second column, first column and second column and third column, that only you are changing. If you change any one change, then the sign will be changed. What is the sign? Plus minus, that will be changed only. If you change two times, this means minus will be plus. Look here, you can understand this determinant is given to you. Here we are changing row 1 and row 2. So row 1 and row 2 we interchange. What will be a new determinant we get? That is b1, b2, b3 we have now in a first row, and a1, a2, a3 now we have in a second row. Okay, so if you do the change, means this change will be the new determinant will be negative of the previous determinant. Means previous determinant is a delta given, that is the negative. Means this new determinant and the previous determinant, the change will be of the minus sign. Okay, property number 3 is if two rows or columns of determinant are identical means same. You can see here two rows are same, then its value will be 0. Need not to calculate, need not to do anything. You can write direct answer. Here R1 and R3 means row 1 and row 3 are equal, means you write direct answer 0. So this type multiple choice questions are also given to you, and if you have any two row or two column are same, then you will write the value of this is 0, means here corresponding elements you will check only. You can check this property number 4. If each element of a row or column of a determinant is multiplied by a scalar k, then its value gets multiplied by the scalar k. Means a determinant is given to you and you have to multiply by any scalar number. Then need not to multiply to all the numbers. Any row or any column you can select. You have 3 row and 3 column, so you can select any row. As I select here first row, so that is multiplied by the k. Okay, these other row I not multiply, you can check. If you want to select, you can select the first column also. You can multiply only by first column, then also it is multiplied by these. Okay, similarly you can check, you can multiply by the second column, or you can multiply by third column. That determinant is multiplied by these. So this method is very simple. Here you can understand that any row or any column you can multiply, then the whole determinant is multiplied by that scalar number. Here reverse also you can take. If you have any common here, k common, you can take common. Okay, k you can take common. K, any row, from any row or any column, if any common number, that you can take outside also, that also you will understand. Look here, that is the one important thing here. Determinant of a skew symmetric matrix of order 3 is 0. If you have anywhere a skew symmetric matrix is given to you, and direct you can write answer 0. Need not do anything, direct answer 0. Okay, next is if two rows or columns of determinants are proportional, then its value is 0. Means only you will check that any rows are proportional. You can see here first row and the third row are proportional. Then the value you can write direct 0. How we are writing, why we are writing? Because this k you can take common, this k you take common, then you can check first row and third row are same, so the answer will be k into 0 means 0 you get. But you can write direct also. If anywhere you are given this if two rows of a determinants, two rows of or column of determinants are proportional, then its value will be 0. Is this type determinant is given, you can write direct 0 also. Need not to calculate, need not to do anything, you can write direct also. Here R1 and R3 is proportional, so you can write the value of determinant is 0. If each element of a row or determinants is expressed as the sum of two or more terms, then the determinants can be expressed as the sum of two or more determinants. Look here this is a very simple also. Here this first row you can see, first row we are writing two terms we are writing two terms, and these you want to write separate. Means the second column and second row and third row you write as it is, second row and third row you write as it is, and first elements a1 a2 a3 you will write and make a separate determinant. Alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha 3 you write separate and make a separate determinants you can make. Okay, now look here, one example we will do. Here in this example you can see that here second row is given to you, and second row is sum of two numbers are given, so you can separate these. First number is a1 b and c, so a b and c you can write here, and second is 2x 2y and 2z, so you can write these. Look here first row and second row are same, so answer you can write direct 0. Here 2 you can take common, or you can write here second row and third row are proportional, that is equal to 2, so you can write answer 0. So 0 plus 0 direct is 0. Means this type you can do direct also. Some that if to any row or column of a determinants a multiple of another row or column is added, the value of determinant remain same. Look here a determinant is given to you, and in determinant what I do, in row 1 you will add multiple of k of row 2, then you get a new row, new determinants you get. There is no change. If you do this property we already done in a matrix also, so here also you can apply this in elementary proportion also we done this type, so here also you can apply. If you apply this property means there is no change. Okay, so this is very important problem. In case of matrices, Ka is a matrix obtained when each entry of A has been multiplied by K. Thus, A is a square matrix of order n. Then Ka determinant equal to K power n and A determinant. Okay, this is very important also, that here what is given to you, Ka is a matrix. Ka matrix, how we can get that all the elements of the A will multiply by the K, and then we get A is a square matrix of order n. Here A is a square matrix. Then if we write Ka means we have to multiply all the elements according to the rules of the matrix, and then we change in determinant, that will be equal to K power n and A determinant. Meaning is here n is what is, n is order. Now you can understand this question. If A is a matrix of order 3 and A determinant is 5, then find the value of 2A determinant. 2A determinants you will write 2 power 3 A determinants, and that will be 2 power 3 and A determinant is 5. A determinant 5 you can put here, so 2 power 3 is 8 into 5 is 40. 40 you get the answer. If this is a 2 into 2 matrix, you write 2 power 2. If 2, we have only 2 into 2 and 3 into determinants only. Look here this question you can understand. Find the value of determinants without expanding. You will not expand, means you will not use the formula, and you have to find the value of this determinants. Look here, you can write here C1 equal to C1 plus C2. So C1 plus C2 means you can see C1 and C3 are equal. C1 and C2 3 are equal means the determinant value is 0. Need not to solve. Direct you get the answer. Very simple, we get the answer. Next question is the second question we have here. In this question also you can see, you will write R1 equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. You can add this also, no problem is here. R1 you can write R1 plus R2 plus R3. So R1, R2 and R3 you will get first row completely 0. First row all the elements are 0. If you have all the elements of any row or any columns are 0, we can write direct answer 0. So this time we can find this answer 0. Look here, question number 3rd. In question number 3rd you can see that here this is C1 and C3. C1 and C3 you can see the ratio. All the ratios are equal. So you can write direct answer 0. Okay, means here C1 and C3 ratios are same. You write answer 0. Now what we do here, R1 you write R1 equal to R1 plus R3. So what we get, look here, if you do this you get x plus y plus z, x plus y plus z, x plus y plus z, and x plus y plus z, this you can take common from here. If you take common from here, this remaining will be 1 1 1, means you can say R1 and R2 is equal. You can write direct answer 0. 0 into this x plus y is 0, or you can say that R1 upon R2 is also same. Then also you can write answer 0. Okay, this is a very simple question we have. Next question is question number 5. In question number 5 you can see here that this you can write in the multiple of this third row. Okay, 102 you can write 17 into 6, 18 you can write 3 into 6, 36 and I get 6 into 6. Now you can see R1 and R3 ratio, means first row and third row ratios are 6, means you can write answer direct 0. Very good question, need not to solve, very simple we can do. You check only third row and first row ratios are same, means you can do. Next is, look here this question, question number 6. In question number 6 you can see, question number 6 you can write C3 equal to C3 minus 9 into C2. This is C3 line is given to you, and in C3 this you can do 9 into C2. So you will write 65 into 9 into 7, 75 minus 9 into 8, 86 into 9 into 9. So you will solve 2, 3 and 5 get. Now you check C1 and C3 are equals. These are equal means value will be 0. It is very simple, we get the answer. 8 you can see. In 8 look at this determinant is given. You can check determinant of skew symmetric matrix of order 3. So you can write direct answer 0, or you take minus 1 common from R1, R2 and R3. So 3 times you take minus common, you get these, and this minus power 3 is minus, and then you can see this is a previous one determinant. So what is the change here? Minus determinant means del equal to minus del, means you get transfer this, you get del plus del equal to 0, means 2 del equal to 0. So del equal to 0 means determinant is 0. So you have two method, any method you can do, this one or this one, both is correct here. Look at some homework you have to do. This question you can do, you will get answer 0. This also you will do, 2 questions you will do homework. Okay, thank you and have a